Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming a requested video. This has actually been requested from quite a few of my subscribers, so I wanted to do the video for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing my top recommendations for boozy fragrances. Now I do have some picks for men and women, so I have 5 for women, 5 for men. I kind of feel like boozy fragrances can kind of be unisex because I don't really think that they smell typically very masculine or very feminine. Obviously they don't smell feminine, but I really don't think that they smell overly masculine unless you're going for John Barbada's Dark Rebel. So anyways, let's just jump straight into it. I'm going to start out with the women's recommendations. The first one that I have here is one of my personal favorites. This is Kilian's Back to Black. This makes me feel like this right now, like a boss ass woman who has a company of her own. I walk into a cigar lounge, I'm probably a bit bossy and a bit overly confident. Like that's how I feel about this fragrance. It has honey, cherry, tobacco. It's a little bit powdery, but it's very, very sweet and very, very intense. But it smells absolutely fantastic. So if that sounds like it's up your alley, girls, please check it out. It's a beautiful gourmand, but it definitely has a tobacco presence to it. Now I know a lot of men wear this one, but I personally think it has a little bit of a fruity aspect to it, so I do kind of prefer it on a woman. Just my thoughts. Okay, so the next one that I have here, I actually wore this fragrance today because I absolutely love it. I cannot express how much I am loving this fragrance. This is from the House of Frasai, and this fragrance is called Tisendu. Now to me, this smells like a spiced, boozy, sugary orange cake / drink. It's just fantastic. There is a little bit of a freshness in there from the juniper. There does have somewhat of like a fresh bitterness, but there's a beautiful sweetness from the sugar, there's a booziness, and there's definitely a little bit of that kind of orange vibe to it. This one is absolutely fantastic. To me, like I said, it's a spice. You kind of get like a cinnamony sort of vibe, boozy orange cake, and it just smells fantastic. This is a gourmand and a boozy fragrance that could be worn all year round. It is not strictly for the cooler weather. It definitely can be worn all year round. Okay, so the next one that we have here is from Mugler, and this fragrance is called Pure Havana. Now I know that this one is marketed towards men, but in my personal opinion, it does smell maybe a little bit more feminine. It definitely could work on a man, but to me, it's a little bit more feminine. So this one is kind of a cherry tobacco, going along the lines of Kilian Back to Black. There's a few fragrances that this one does remind me of, but it's a fantastic fragrance. It does smell a little bit synthetic, but the price for this one is really, really great. Fantastic longevity, projection, everything. So definitely check it out if that appeals to you. Mugler's Pure Havana. We could not do boozy without Spiritus de Bleveny from Guerlain. This is probably my personal favorite boozy fragrance. To me, it's a spiced, sweet rum scent. It just is incredible. It definitely has vanilla in it, but it's not a overly sweet, synthetic, sickly vanilla. It's definitely balanced out with that pink pepper note. There's also an incense note. There's definitely an overall booziness to it that I really, really love, and it's just a fantastic fragrance. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this one. I absolutely love it, and to me it is definitely worth the price. So Guerlain Spiritus de Bleveny. I haven't smelled this one in so long. This is from Rawling. This is the final fragrance for women, and this one is called Fleur Universal. Now this one to me reminds me of rum and raisin. It smells absolutely fantastic. I think it's rum or it's cognac. I'm not too sure what boozy note is in here, but there's definitely a sweetness, a little bit of a spice, maybe some cinnamon. It is just fantastic. It's got like a fruitiness to it, like a fruity spiciness. To me, this one definitely is a little bit more linear. It doesn't have terrible longevity, probably 5-6 hours, but it is more of a linear scent. But fantastic fragrance. I feel like this is a great one for a date night, and to me this one is pretty unisex, but I'm recommending it to the women right now. So Fleur Universal from Rawling. So moving on to the men, the first fragrance that I'm going to recommend is again from Mugler. This one is Pure Malt. Now I know I recommended Pure Havana for the women because for me personally, I think it smells just a little bit more feminine, whereas Pure Malt, I would definitely not wear this because I think it smells quite masculine, quite boozy, quite sexy. It's like a like a fruity sweet caramel coffee boozy fragrance. It's just fantastic. I love this one on a guy, especially if he's like maybe wearing all black or he's wearing like a leather jacket. I think it smells absolutely fantastic. So Pure Malt from Mugler, definitely highly recommended from me, and it's pretty affordable as well. This is the most realistic boozy fragrance that I've ever smelled in my life. This is Nasomato Butter Onda. Now this to me, oh yeah, like this smells like a real whiskey drink. Like this just smells real. There's a slight sweetness to it. There's a little bit of a bite there from when you know, have a sip of whiskey. It is just fantastic. Like I said, there is a little bit of a sweetness, a bit of a woodiness. There's definitely an overall woodiness to it. I think that this is mouth-watering good. I think if you're a big whiskey drinker or you really like your alcohol, you would love this fragrance because it does really smell and give you that sensation of drinking alcohol. So yeah, definitely check it out. Butter Onda from Nasomato. Alright, so the next one that I have here is Bentley for Men Intense. Fantastic cheap fragrance. I absolutely love this one. It's boozy, it's woody, it's a little bit spicy. It is just fantastic. 10 out of 10 fragrance. Bentley and a lot of the car brands, they do really invest in high quality and good quality perfumers, which I think is really good. So yeah, Bentley for Men Intense. Get on it if you like boozy fragrances, you like woody fragrances. It's got a little bit of a sweetness, but it is just fantastic. Okay, so this is, oh my puppy, you're so cute. And next up, this one is perhaps one of my favorites ever. Favorite boozy fragrances on a man ever. This is CH Men, Carolina Herrera CH Men Privé. Oh, I just love this so much every time I smell it. It is just so fantastic. It's so well done and it's so well balanced and blended that I just absolutely love it. I smell all of the different things in this fragrance and it just excites me. It's boozy, it's spicy, it's leather, it's sweet, it's fantastic, it's masculine, it's bad boy. Like I just really love this fragrance. Like 100%. I say wear this one on a date, but maybe wait for like your third or fourth date. Maybe wear something more nice and sweet and approachable for your first date, and then wear this one, pull this one out on like your third or fourth. But I see this on like a bad boy or somebody who maybe wears a lot of black, is, you know, a bit naughty. I love this fragrance. It is fantastic. Okay, and then the final fragrance that I have here, I also recommended to the women. This is from Lalique's private line, and this fragrance is called Fleur Universal. Don't let Fleur make you think of flowers. It doesn't smell feminine at all. It is a beautiful, sexy, sweet, spicy, boozy scent. I feel like I've said that to everyone. Yeah, but this one is fantastic. It's kind of ambery, spicy, cinnamon, boozy. It is just fantastic. Very edible, very yummy. And this one is definitely a little more linear. It doesn't project too far, but it is a fantastic fragrance. I recommend this one on a date. I think it's great. I think Lalique is a fantastic house, and a lot of their private like collection is incredible and goes way under the radar. So check this one out, Fleur Universal from Lalique. So that is it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed hearing about my top boozy fragrance recommendations. Do you guys like this spot for me to film in? Just let me know. I can go back to the white wall, but I kind of feel like it gives a bit of a different vibe, and I'm liking it. And I like standing up as well. It's like kind of getting me, I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.